Yo, what's going on, everybody? Back for this Friday slate. We have a 14-game slate for today, so let's get right into it. Please like and subscribe before we get started. First up at pitcher today, I like Herman Marquez at 9,100. So he's pitching in Coors, though. He's pitching against this Padres offense, which they do strike out a lot. Marquez has a ton of strikeout upside. This season, he's just averaging a strikeout per inning, but last season he was really pitching well, and lately he started to pitch really well after he got off to a kind of a slow start. In his past couple contests, he's gone at least 6 innings. He has 9 strikeouts, 6 strikeouts, 7 strikeouts. He pitches very deep into games. The Padres have a low total, only 4.2, especially for playing in Coors. Other pitchers in this price range, I would rather kind of just pay for Marquez here. Wheeler's 97. Domingo Germán is 95. Maeda barely throws anything. He multiple times he's thrown 70 pitches, like 73, 74. The Dodgers pitching staff, they just pull their pitches very early. I don't want to pay $9,000 for Arrieta, who only has 37 Ks and 45 innings, who's just a contact guy. So I think Marquez is a solid option here at 9,100. And the second pitcher I like is going to be Jake Odorizzi. So going to kind of try to gonna pay out for pitching a little today, but I do like some value bats in addition to the Coors bats, well, especially on the Rockies side. But Odorizzi has been very solid this season. 2.78 ERA. He has 38 strikeouts in 35 innings. His last couple of outings, he's shut down 2 powerful offenses in the Astros and the Yankees. The Yankees offense was probably still banged up, but still pitching in Yankee Stadium is still pretty tough, and he only gave up 6 hits total in those 13 innings, and he had 15 strikeouts, so he seems to be pitching really well. Outside of the game against Philly where he got shelled, he's been really solid this season, and if you take that game out, his ERA would be about 2.1 or something. But Odorizzi, I think, is a fine play at 8,800. Going with those two pitchers still leaves you with over $4,000 left to spend on your bats, which is kind of what I want, so I like those guys. And then at third base, I like Nolan Arenado. So you got to go with the lefty guys from attack the lefty pitcher from the Padres with these powerful righties. And Arenado is the best lefty hitter in the league. He's up to 322 batting average with 10 home runs on the season. His numbers against lefties have always been ridiculous, and this season is no different. He's batting .410 against lefties with 5 home runs, 3 doubles, and a triple in just 45 plate appearances, 39 at-bats. That gives him a crazy 5.13 ISO to go with a 9.23 slugging percentage. Arenado gets to face Lauer, who has always struggled against righty power. Playing in Coors, yesterday was a perfect example of how beneficial this ballpark is. It was 37 degrees in Colorado yesterday, and both teams put up 10-plus runs. So whether it's cold in Colorado, whether it's hot, the ball still can fly out of there, and yesterday was a great example of that. Today is supposed to be a little nicer there, and the pitchers are still, the Padres pitchers, Lauer, I would definitely feel free attacking with this red-hot Rockies offense. So I like him. The value offense I like is the Blue Jays. They are very cheap on DraftKings today, and they're facing Dylan Covey, who's just been super unpredictable, but he's been more bad than good for his MLB career. That's why I like Freddie Galvis. He bats right at the top of the batting order, 1 or 2. 3,800 is a good price tag for him. His price tag has kind of been dropping. Ever since he's come back from an injury, he's been off to a struggle. But he still has he's been one of the better shortstop options so far throughout the season. He's just been playing pretty solid. The matchup is excellent against Covey, a switch hitter, and playing at home in this ballpark is solid. So I think Galvis at 3,800 is a little cheap, especially if you're going to pay up for the pitching or you're going to pay up for some Rockies bats. He makes a lot of sense. I like Ian Desmond at 4,300. So he's another guy that crushes lefties on the Rockies, and he started to heat up. 24 DraftKings points and 20 DraftKings points his last 2 games. Been playing really well against lefties. He's always been good throughout his career. At home in Coors, his price tag is very cheap though, still at 4,300. So I definitely want to take advantage of Desmond and his discounted price. And then I like Randall Grichuk as another value play from the Blue Jays. He's very cheap at just 3,800. He has a ton of raw power. This season, he only has 5 home runs and 14 RBIs, but the power is definitely there for him. He strikes out an absolute ton, though. 45 strikeouts and 141 at-bats. That is crazy. But Covey's not much of a strikeout guy. He only has 2 strikeouts this season in 6 innings, so he's not much of a strikeout guy. The Blue Jays should be able to put the ball in play against him, and Covey has been not very good throughout his career, so I like attacking these Blue Jays hitters because a lot of them strike out a lot. But playing this ballpark is solid, and we know this Blue Jays offense, they do have a ton of power, so they're either going to strike out like 15, 20 times a game, or they're going to probably hit a couple bombs, and today seems like a good day where they could go deep, and they're all at a very cheap price tag. So if you're going to be stacking Colorado, kind of stack it with the Blue Jays, as it makes it very easy to fit both in. But that does it for the video. Those are the picks I like. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and good luck today.